All right, here they all come, and we'll start with Santino Ferrucci. He just commented, he said, I felt like I was sliding all over the place, and then I saw what happened to Colton Herta. He's glad to have a pit stop. Further up, Joseph Newgarden wants to take a little bit of downforce off. He's got that easy out, Marty.
Kevin, other than one restart today, Kyle Larson has been so impressive, hanging in the top 10. He's been dealing with a little bit of an issue on entry to the corner. They're going to make a wing adjustment here. Scott McLaughlin pits from the lead. Let's see if that clutch issue bothers him this time. Maybe, because a teammate, Joseph Newgarden, leaps him here on pit road.
Here comes McLaughlin. Here comes Kyle Larson. Here comes Agustin Canapino.
Oh, big lockup from Kyle Larson, way past the cone there. We've seen this before, guys. A good 500, Dylan, come unglued in pit lane.
Cars working their way down pit road. Agustin Canapino, we saw him. He'll hit his marks. Been really good inside the top 10. Just his second year in IndyCar racing, Marty.
No word yet if Kyle Larson did speed on pit road. And to make this run even more impressive, running 6 on this strategy, they did not get the last adjustment they wanted. Scott McLaughlin trying to do it. Rick Mears did 36 years ago. Win from the pole for Team Penske. He said, I need the front to work better. Clearly, conditions changing here at Indianapolis. This will be tight down to make it on one more stop. And there you go. Kyle Larson does indeed get a penalty. You heard Brian Campy say it. He will have to come down pit road. And that's one of the things that he was worried about, is how he would handle pit road. He's going to have to do a drive-through for speed.
Jack drops, the car leaves. You don't have to wait on gas. If you ran longer, you would have longer pit stops, Marty, because the fuel required to fill your car up.
And Steve, so much pressure on these pit crews under these green flag stops to not lose any track time for their drivers. Chase Elliott said his car fired off a little bit tighter than he thought it would, but it was so good the longer he ran. They're going to get 4 fresh Goodyear tires and fuel to make it to the end of here, stage 1. Meanwhile, Kyle Larson here back on the oval after running the Indy 500 in the month of May, said his car was too tight in traffic. They're going to get the fuel here they need to make it to the end of stage 1 and those fresh Goodyear tires.
Marty mentioned running the 5 run in the Indy 500. Qualified 5th for the Indy 500, qualified 5th for this race. As you see, the 11 who had been to pit road is going to get back out in front of these cars.
Ryan Blaney came on lap 27, Rick, coming out of 3rd place now. And on that stop, he took 2 tires, so no doubt they'll get 4 tires here for Blaney. His car was just a little bit free at the end there. He said, I'm faster than the guys in front of me. They're just doing a good job of protecting the 12. Very confident here.
Dave, a playoff point in the bank for Denny Hamlin, top right of your screen. Chris Gabehart said we're going to restart about 10th to 15th. Tell me what you need for traffic. He said I need to be freed up, especially on throttle. Meanwhile, William Byron said the handling was much more manageable. Rudy Fugle, though, going to free him up as well. And Kyle Larson said I, too, could stand to be a little bit freer if I'm going to be in traffic. And they told him you're going to have to wait just a little bit on fuel, some 2 tires, some 4 tires, and Rick also some cars who stayed out.
Yeah, 7 cars stayed out on the racetrack, so getting on to pit road. And now Larson on pit road, Marty.
Here comes Kyle Larson down pit road. So these are the ones that pitted at 102, have a little bit less fuel. They had to come down here, but with 37 to go, they should be able to make it all the way. Remember, Kyle Larson had the issue earlier. They did not get the left rear tight on the 5 pit stop, so they had to come back down pit road. So Larson will make his final stop of the day. And also of note, Ty Gibbs has radioed in now a couple of times. He is near the cut line in the playoffs that he has an engine issue in the 54. Remember, last week at Pocono, they lost an engine for Ty Gibbs after starting up front.